objective ultimately is to generate sales, but it might be more efficient that your initial objective is to just grow a prospect database and nurture that. Okay? But again, you've got to come back to, have we fully utilised and optimised everything we've got in our own backyard?
And with direct mail, should we be putting lollies in the campaign? I see that Australia Post are now doing the scratch and sniff.
I got some undies in a direct mail piece from APT or something. So it was like, you're going to change your underwear when you see how good this offer is. So that's cool.
That's a pretty good offer.
That's pretty good. Expensive for most businesses to do, but again, you want to get your direct mail piece to stand out. And there's a lot of different tactics you can do that. If they've got bubble wrap in them, if there's something tactile, people love things that are tactile and they get curious. Everyone loves, as a kid, receiving mail. It's kind of like brings out that child in us when we receive something that's substantial.
Want to open and get inside of it.
What gift, what prize, what present have I got? So you can put lollies in it. I mean, you could...
Underwear, bras.
You put your bra in there. That would work. That might get my attention. You can do anything that's going to pad it out a bit. Again, maybe the size of envelope, maybe the colour of the envelope. All right. So if it looks like a wedding invitation, people are going to be more inclined to open it. Again, window envelopes also yield a much greater result than just the standard envelopes that have your name sticker on it.
Yep.
Yeah, so the more creative you can be, the more they stand out.
And that goes across all areas with our marketing.
Yeah, it really hinges on differentiation. That I think if I can really impart one massive thing to you guys with marketing is, what makes you different? And if you in everything you're doing, that's really going to be the winner.
Yep. Now we've done the direct mail, and obviously none of us are going to do it anymore. Tell us about the other marketing strategies that you utilise before all of this other stuff.
Okay. Cool.
Who wants to listen about some cheap marketing strategies? Yeah?
All right, cool. All right, there's a lot. I've touched on a few of them through this direct mail process, but what we want to look at here is, firstly, let's look at what's in your own backyard. Let's just look at that. Okay, so in your backyard you have a lot of different trees, you have a lot of different shrubs, a lot of grass growing around. So let's look at what that actually is. So first of all, you can look at who's in your database. All right, who are your active customers? They're probably your lowest hanging fruit.
Yep.
Okay, so there's a lot that can be done there. So you want to look at, do we need to get on the phone to them? Do we need our sales reps to be upselling more to them? All right, and that's where you can also use your direct mail. So your lowest hanging fruit, your existing customers, very important. They could be contacted via email. You could invite them in for breakfast, lunches, exhibitions. List goes on.
Yep.
The next area you want to look at is your unconverted prospects. So who here is achieving at least a 50% conversion rate with your prospects? Awesome.
Fantastic.
Okay, cool. So good news for the rest of you, if you're not achieving more than that, that's why you didn't put your hand up. Good news for the rest of you is that is also one of your biggest opportunities. By your unconverted prospects, they're people in front of you ready to buy. You're already talking to them. You don't need to spend another cent on marketing to access that opportunity. So there's revenue there waiting to happen.
So we see so many business owners racing around spending all their marketing dollars saying, I need a new prospect, when there's a database of possibly a few hundred people or a few thousand that aren't being touched.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So that's another really important one to keep on. If you're not converting at least 50%, then there's maybe 20 to 30% of people who could be giving you money. So that's important revenue there. Then in terms of other low-cost areas, you want to be looking at staff. Do your staff, every one of you has a massive network. So can you be tapping into your staff's network? 6 degrees of separation. You can pretty much get in contact with any human being in Australia through your staff's network. Maybe 3 or 4 phone calls and you can get in touch with whoever you want. So then also with your existing staff is about your existing customers. Are they even making referrals? So do you have a structured referral program in place that's actually harnessing all the efforts and expense that's already gone into attracting your existing customers?
Yep.
So that's how you create a loop. You just keep getting more and more people.
Yep. So how do we create the marketing mix for our business? How do we tie all of this together?
Okay. First of all, it's a very broad question. Okay. We're the best way.
You're going to give us a fantastic answer, I know.
Absolutely. All right. To me, A marketing strategy is a strategy that addresses all the major opportunities in business. Okay? So a marketing strategy to me isn't something that leverages advertising, that leverages PR, that leverages direct sales, your classic promotional mix that you learn in 101 marketing. It can involve that, but you want to come back to some basics here. So let me give you some examples of what your marketing strategy should involve, and I've already touched on some of those things. An integrated marketing strategy should look at a strategy, because this is all about intentionality. The more intentional you are with your marketing, the better the results you'll be. You need to have an intentional strategy for converting prospects. You need an intentional strategy for getting the most leverage out of your existing customers. Okay, so we're talking about getting them spending more money, increasing transaction value, and getting repeat purchases. So you need, okay, so the first two, you need an intentional strategy for converting all your web traffic, okay, all your phone inquiries, an intentional strategy for reactivating all your lost customers, an intentional strategy for getting your suppliers to send you referrals.
Yep.
All right, so you guys starting to get the picture? I can go on for quite a while here. So other areas to look at also is, your office, your staff. Do you have a sufficient signage outside your office? Is that being utilised? That's one of your fundamental things in your own backyard. If people are driving past, if you're in a high traffic area, do they know what you do and do they know why to come and see you? Is your unique selling proposition on your premises? Is your unique selling proposition on your business card? You're giving that out at networking events. When people pick it up, do they know why they should call you? Do they know what you do? Do they know what you offer? Okay, so you want to be leveraging everything. So your office, your exterior, your interior, if customers are coming in and they're sitting in a waiting room, do you have point of purchase displays or information or products to generate an impulse purchase? Do you have all these things? So that might be enough. I'm sensing brains blowing up. There's a lot of information.
Down furiously.
There's a lot of information there. This is all the stuff that we spent the last 10 months writing. So everything I've just described is on the website. So by all means, jump on tomorrow and become a member. So it's all there.
Yep, fantastic. Do we have any questions for Daniel?
Yes.
With your existing customer database, how often should you contact them?
Okay, that's a very good question. It depends on how what you're contacting them with. I'll give you an example. If I rang you up once a week to say, I want your business, I want your business, I want your business, I want your business, I'm only going to really be able to get away with that maybe once a month, once every 3 months. If I rang you up, sorry, what was your name?
Peter.
Peter, if I rang you up every week and said, I've got a $50 note for you, can I call you again? I've got a $50 note for you, can I call you again? If I gave you money every time I called you, would you be happy to take my call? For sure. Okay, cool. Great. All right, so let's take, it's a fairly extreme example to what I'm pointing at here, but what I'm demonstrating is if you are contributing, if you are assisting, supporting, giving to your prospects or to your existing customers every time you contact, you can totally increase the frequency. Okay, so for example, if you're sending them referrals, contacts, people to get in touch with, if you're sending them special offers, unbeatable, irresistible offers, if you're sending them articles that are really relevant to them or statistics that are really relevant to them, then you can get in touch more often. We tend to stay in touch with our customers maybe once a month, with our database once a month, and we send our existing base marketing trends, marketing tips. People love it. We get to stay in touch. We get to, they get to remember us.
Yep, and that's that consistency.
Yeah, and then so it's kind of like, you might. Another principle we use a lot in shoestring marketing is, age-old Bible principle is, give first and you shall receive. So you might give 5 times before you go, hey, I've got this great offer for you. Let's have a meeting. So you might give, and then you can take, give, and take. And if it's, it's
so that it's in balance.
Yeah, it's in balance, and not so much to you, but a lot more to them.
Yeah.
So, and that's the way that's one of our philosophies.
Fantastic, Barbara. One more question.
How big is your database, and when you contact them, is it by email or phone?
How big is our database? I think it's a bit of a private question.
Oh well, I'm sorry, but is it under 2,000 or over 5,000?
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's over 5.
So how do you contact them?
We stay in touch via email. Email is the cheapest, most effective way.
So that's
Yep.
How important then is the phone call?
Yep.
versus
Okay, cool. Now, so what we also do to shed some light on it, our database is and this is something we'll encourage you guys to do, you want to split it up, okay? So we've got our database that subscribe to our marketing trends, our marketing tips, and they might get contacted once a month. Then we've got our top 20% customers that generate, the 80-20 rule, that generate 80% of revenue. They're people you'll be in touch with weekly, and that will be a phone call. So you've really got to prioritize your energy to the people that are most needy of it and the people that are most appreciative of it. We and this is a big trap we learned early on in the piece, is we were spending a lot of time following up prospects that would just dodge us and not return calls.
Yep.
And you think in business that you don't have a choice. Beggars can't be choosers, right? But it's not the case. You always get what you settle for. So we learned very quickly, or should I say very slowly, finally learned that the only people we're going to talk to are the ones who are serious about growing their business.
Yeah.
And that's who we spend our time
Who's
on.
still learning that lesson? Who wants to admit it?
Can I just add some comment on that one? You'll only attract in what you're settling for. If you only believe, if you believe you're a beggar and that you have to accept clients that give you headaches and prospects that don't return your calls, that's all you'll ever deal with in business. So you want to let that go. Just give that up. And just be very clear on who you're prepared to have in your business, who you want to attract. Likewise with staff. So don't think that you have to settle for the lowest common denominator. And what kind of life? That's not a life. You have a business that you want to enjoy. You're spending so much time in it. You want to be meeting people and dealing with people who you absolutely love.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Thank you so much, guys. 30-second plug, each of you. Shameless plug. Go nuts.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
Well,
Go
if
nuts.
you want more of what I've just gone into, on the website, 3-month membership, it's only $99. It's really there's 6 workshops worth of content there. You don't even get one workshop for $99, and you get 3 months access to how to attract more customers, how to convert more prospects, how to get customers spending more, how to get repeat purchases, how to build referral programs, how to brand on a shoestring. Jump on the web, shoestringmarketing.com.au. We'd love to have you as our clients. So
Fantastic.
Thanks for having me.
It's a bit difficult plugging Google, but
Let's just move to Jim.
I'd encourage everybody, if you've got a website, simply having a website isn't any good unless you've got people going there. So definitely get on Google, sign up for our AdWords account, doesn't cost anything, and just have a play around, spend a couple $100, and then if it works, spend more.
Good advice. Don't spend too much on Google, though, because you won't have enough left for us. For a lot of businesses that we target, we're too expensive. So for those businesses who were out of their budget, we also offer half-day workshops on how to do this yourself, if you want to learn how to do it yourself. And we also have a DVD that teaches you how to do this as well. So if you want any of those things, just head to the website, stuartmedia.biz or .com.au. And all that information is there. There's also a semi-regular newsletter and also a heap of free video on the site of me yakking to the camera telling you how to do this. So there's a heap of free stuff on there.
Fantastic. Big round of applause for these guys. Now,